Hey folks, welcome back to another Palentines video, and today let's check out the new Palentines Mallow and Appletun, but with a 1 out of 5 grid, right? Which, I mean, it doesn't really have anything here. Like, you could barely really call it a grid. It's just stat nodes and like some move power-up boosts, which if you don't have the orbs, you don't even have to pick these up because it's a support. It's not really going to do any damage anyways, so like it's honestly a waste of orbs. But otherwise, the stat nodes, are there any good stat nodes though? Well, no, not really. It's just like everything is just +5, +5, and then, you know, +10 for HP, which is the lowest there as well. So, yeah, nothing much, but, anyways, let's try it out regardless, and we'll see if it work. Alright, we'll see if it could work at, just 1 out of 5. So basically, like Mallow, in terms of like grid wise, right? In terms of like missing out on stuff in the grid, what you're really missing out on is actually nothing really related to Mallow's like base kit or whatever, right? It's more so you kind of miss out on a lot of like the new stuff. Right, that like the extra stuff. You're missing out a lot of like extra stuff that she does. For example, you know, the speed debuffs on Apple Acid, right? You don't get that. You don't get you know, some other things as well. The teams, the team sync here, you don't get that. You don't get what else? The gauges, which probably would be nice to have right now because this is not a very gauge-friendly team. But we'll get some gauges here. But yeah, missing out on some of the gauges. Alright. Miss out on. I don't even remember. Man. Oh, you don't get the flinch on Dragon Pulse. You don't get the confusion on Apple Acid. Right. You're just missing out on a lot of like different things. But not too much in terms of like her base kit that she already does, right? So a lot of what she's supposed to do in her base kit, she's still, you know, you're not missing out on much of that, right? I mean, I guess you could argue, oh, that like one healing thing in the Mallow kit, right? The bottom right one, whatever it's called, the Triage Tank 4, I think, right? Triage Tank 4. I guess you could count that as being part of our like base kit, because, you know, the base kit's just a healing tank / support, right? Maybe you could say Sterner stuff, because, yeah, her base kit wise, she's a physical tank, and as you can see, still cleared the stage, even though the gauges were pretty terrible, honestly. So yeah, you're not missing out on anything in terms of like what she does with her base kit efficiency wise. You're just missing out on a lot of like new cool stuff, right? Which I'm not saying is nothing, because a lot of the extra stuff in her kit is definitely good that you get in the grid, right? So it's definitely a unit that I would recommend. Either you could, if you can, you could pull for more copies, or if you can't, you know, maybe save up a few candies and maybe, you know, get her up there. Because I feel like every single, well, up to 3 at least, right? Every single extra copy she gets, she does get a decent amount of things, even at 2 out of 5, right? Even at 2 out of 5, she does get a decent amount of things as well, right? Not saying her 1 out of 5 is completely unusable, but it's just, it's rough. It's a bit rough to use, right, in comparison. But it's still fine, right? It can still get you through stages. Alright. Now let's try her out with only spotlights on the team, with obviously May, Spotlight, the other May. I guess technically Spotlight as well, just because like you have to get the Spotlight May to get her. But like on the other end, like the Spotlight May is like kind of free with like the tickets and stuff. So anyways, whatever. So okay, let's start getting some of these in. So low key, Mallow at 1 out of 5 is kind of decent against Entei, just because we don't have to worry that much about getting trapped. Like, yeah, it still sucks that we're getting trapped, but we heal up every turn, so it's like, it's still bad. It's not that bad, right? So anyways, Yeah, we're gonna get trapped here as usual, I guess. But let's see, how much do we heal in comparison? We heal like half of it, so we only it's like we only take like half the trap damage. It's like we also have like you know, lesson trap 5 on us as a lucky skill. Look, man, this is not like the greatest thing ever, but it's something. Okay, so that's nice. We get the brine double up in there, which is cool. Apple acid again. Yeah. As you can see, it just slightly sucks that we don't have some of the other things in here, right? Like the flinching, like the also didn't need to freaking surf there, man. That's a 3-gauge move. What am I doing? Don't have the flinching, don't have the special attack buffs as well, right? Which, you know, would have been nice. It's not necessary because she has inclement intellect 6, which could still get it through, and the other May's like what, plus that, there you go. Heal that back up. Plus 4 special attack, which is again not the best, but it's like it's something. It's okay. So anyways, no. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. Well, except for the other May that didn't get it, but you know. Outside of that, I guess. Ouch. Ouch, the burns hurt, but again, we'll help get half of that back by healing every time we attack the opponent, so there's that. Also, we could heal on sync here, but looks like we're just gonna take them out again. Or not! Or not. I mean, I still have to like burn 2 turns without like doing too much damage to them. Okay, we can do that. I could have like, you know what? I could like rain dance in like one of those other moves. Although we might not survive this Iron Tail, honestly. Oh well. Wrong! We survived the Iron Tail. We survived the Iron Tail. Can she finish it off with the same? Alright, man. It did! It did! You know what? I'll take that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Look at that. Look at the 1.8k damage. Sinking on heal? No. Finishing the opponent with its damage on sync. Alright, last stop. Let's try a free team out against Blue. And yes, technically Blue is now free to play because they give you 1 copy at the beginning of the game or whatever, right? And don't worry, the grid is 1 out of 5 Blue. It's 1 out of 5 Blue grid, so nothing much going on with him there. So let's get these going first. I have a feeling I don't have to worry too much about this team's gauges, because you know Koga and Blue are all relatively fast. So I just used one of the trainer moves a bit earlier, but we'll see. I might be wrong. Oh man, here we go, folks. The grassy terrain boosted apple acid. All right. Let's make a Pidgeot in there so it could like actually do something. Okay, Hurricane. Get poison in would be nice. Not nice. All right, you know what? We might be wrong in gauges. I mean it's not as terrible as the other ones. Not great either, but can't ask too much for like a sub 300 speed unit, I guess. On top of not having all the other gauge stuff that it does actually have in the grid. Okay, so our unit's HPs honestly aren't looking great right now, but I can't say I'm worried too much yet. Right? Oh man, I was hoping that Hurricane would finish it off, and we'll just go with like a Crobat Sync and like one shot like the second bar or whatever. Okay. Let's see. Can we get a poison in? Oh, there we go. At least. Yeah. Don't do that, folks. Not worth it. Okay. No, just gotta order up in there. Let's see if it can one shot, man. I think it can. Wrong. Probably because I have no special attack buffs, but okay. Well, at least we're good on gauges now. Pretty much. Yeah, I don't see any problematic gauge stuff. Basically. We just make sure we heal before we get hit by that wood hammer. Right, because or else stuff like that hurts, you know. Stuff like that kinda ouchy. Oh no! Too strong, the apple acid, folks. Oh! Look at that! Oh, I survived that! And we're basically about to heal almost all the way up, right? It's like 90% of our HP? Basically? Look at that, man. Hey, that's really nice. Isn't that nice? I think it's nice. I think it's nice. Alright, well. Not that we have much use for apple acid right now. You know what? We should Dragon Pulse it to finish it off, but there you go, folks. Different teammates. Limited units, got spotlights, got free units against different stages, and she can still work. Again, not as good, obviously. Missing a lot of stuff. Gauges still aren't that great at 3 out of 5, but it's much better with stuff like Revenge Boost 9 or Move Gauge Refresh 9 on Apple Acid and stuff. So yeah, just gauges suck a lot, and you don't get all the cool fun stuff. Basically, you only get like the regular cool fun stuff, which is still not bad. But clearly more copies are better for her. So anyways, that's it in this one, I guess. Hope y'all enjoyed, guys. Think in the comments below. Link to the video for our channel, some more problems and content. I'll see you guys in the next one then.